watching March to March, presented by California Almonds in Logan, Utah. It's an 8-6 start. Two of the hottest teams, not just in the Mountain West, but in the country. San Diego State has won 8 of 9. They just beat number 6 Nevada. Utah State, they have won 11 of their last 12. We are in for a phenomenal game here tonight. Brent Stover alongside Bob Wenzel.
I love the atmosphere. I mean, it's been electric for the last half hour. And we got two stars in this game. Jalen McDaniels leads the San Diego State Aztecs in scoring and rebounding. 6'10", long, lean. Sam Merrill averages over 20 points a game, 6'5" guard. So far, neither of them are on fire yet. But the last time these two teams played, San Diego State won, and that guy in your screen had 35. Nobody else was in double figures.
Well, he had 32 last time out as well when they beat Boise State 3 times this year. Sam Merrill has had 30 or more. And he begins 2 of 2 in this heavyweight Mountain West matchup between the second-place team in the league, Utah State, and the third-place team, San Diego State. Both teams chasing number 12 Nevada.
And both teams will play Nevada between here and the end of the regular season.
An air ball by Matt Mitchell. It's out of bounds to Utah State. They lead by 2. 14:40 left here in this first half.
Utah State is the surprise team of the Mountain West. Brand new coach. People didn't know what to expect. They were picked 9th of 11 teams in the preseason. Now they're number 2, knocking on the door. They win this one, they're going to be very, very close to winning a regular season championship in the Mountain West.
It's an Aggie turnover back to San Diego State. They come in 18-9, 10-4 in the league. Utah State 22-6, 12-3 in Mountain West action.
So now you got the scene set. Now let's get down to the business. Right here, Mitchell hit a 3 early.
And Mitchell traveled, so a little bit ragged out of the opening timeout. That is Brian Dutcher, year number 2. In year 1, they made the NCAA tournament because they won the Mountain West tournament.
And they got hot at the right time last year.
Craig Smith, he is a first-year head coach, as you alluded to. And among first-year head coaches, he is number 1 in the nation in winning percentage and overall victories. It has been a massive rookie season for him.
Unbelievable. He is so proud of the 8 road victories.
A 3 on the wing spins out from Dwayne Brown Jr., senior from Conyers, Georgia. Speeding the other way, Devin Watson lays it up, couldn't finish. Fighting for the rebound, but it's Abel Porter for Utah State. Diogo Brito gives it up to Porter, kicks to Merrill. Sam Merrill at 20 a game, gives it up here. Brito, wild shot. Instead, it was actually a look underneath.
Shot!
And
That was a pass!
Neemias Queta, the freshman from Portugal.
6'11". He's got blood on his lip right now. The last time down, he got hit in the face. Queta has 71 blocks on the year.
It's an 8-0 Utah State run. And a 3 for Nolan Narain. In off the bench from Ontario, Canada. Hamilton, a 6'10 junior.
Both of these teams, because of all the winning they've been doing, are very, very confident. Both play solid man-to-man defense.
Backdoor Merrill able to cash in.
Nice pass by Porter there. Porter, the point guard, took over 10 games ago. And since then, he has played spectacularly well at the point guard position.
Narain on the drive, pinned against the glass. Second block already for Queta. Retrieved though. Shot won't go by Devin Watson. Merrill comes out of there. Ahead to Brito. 2-on-1. Brown back to Brito. And he scores for the Aggies.
How about Queta? 73 blocks now. And not only the block, the intimidation on the shot. This crowd is going mad.
Watson gives it up. It's deflected away by Brown. Brown ahead of the pack. Dwayne Brown! Offensive.
As the crowd goes wild, we show you their best player, Sam Merrill, moving without the ball. Sam Merrill makes a nice pass here, and how about this 2-on-1? That's a thing of beauty. 16-9, home team.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by California Almonds. Own your everyday, every day. By AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. And by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Not sorry. Reese's.
Logan, Utah. 16-9, Utah State. They have assisted on 6 of their first 7 makes. They are red hot. 7 of 12 to begin. It is nearly jam-packed inside the Spectrum, and we anticipated a heavyweight battle, and it has not disappointed in the opening 8 minutes. San Diego State won the earlier meeting 18 days ago by 5. They have now won 11 straight in this series.
Interestingly enough, that came up in conversation today with the coach, right? Greg Smith was keenly aware of the history, even though he wasn't any part of those losses right there. Sam Merrill has been.
They have made 7 shots. The Aggies have 5 have come right at the rim.
Keita has been a big factor with 2 blocks and several intimidations.
Neemias Keita backing down on the rain. And he beats the paint.
They love him here. 2 players from Portugal in Logan, Utah on the floor at the same time. Brito 24 and Keita 23. Solid D, position style. Don't gamble. Stay between your man and the basket.
5 to shoot. Nolan Narain skips it across. Drive by Adam Seiko, and he gets fouled with 1 on the shot clock.
Dwayne Brown got beat off the dribble big time on that one. Watch inside. Keita calling for it. Even though he bobbles it, he reads the situation. They do not double team him, and the reason they don't double team him, Coach Dutcher told us he's such a good passer, they don't want to give up the threes.
8 double-doubles on the season. That's tied for 5th in the Mountain West.
When they played San Diego last time, Keita had 6 points and 10 rebounds.
Seiko knocks it in. Freshman from Boston. It's 18-10 as we approach the midpoint of this opening half.
San Diego State likes to up-tempo the D. Hemsley is on Merrill. 42 on 5. This is really, look at that D by Hemsley.
Hemsley blocks. Merrill shot that time. Hemsley's got it this end. Jordan Shackle kicks. Mensah rattles that one out, but the tip by Jordan Shackle, the sophomore from Torrance, California. And he is wearing number 20. And originally he had 13 on. His number is 20. In warm-ups he had 13. They said there was an issue. He is wearing 20.
No double. 3 bumps.
Brown on the back down, wheels and scores.
Well, right now, both coaches know how the referees are going to let this play out. They are allowing a lot of physicality close to the basket.
A rope on the drive, lays it up, and he's at the line for 2.
Fouls on Dwayne Brown Jr., his first 5th team foul.
35 team fouls now on Utah State. That one on Brown.
Coach Dutcher told us that a rope is like a Swiss Army knife. You know, he does all kind of good stuff. He's a very good athlete, I can tell you that from watching him in practice. Very explosive.
Matt Mitchell, a starter, is back in. Sophomore from Riverside, California. And Shackle sits.
San Diego State has two senior backcourt guys in Watson and Hemsley. That is a good formula for success. They're playing better now than they have all year, but this is a very tough environment.
Brito
a little shaky right there. If I'm Brian Dutcher, I'm saying let's pressure that guy more. He dribbles the ball way too high.
Here's Sam Merrill at 20 points a game. Shot clock under 10. Brito on a three. Too strong. And corralled by San Diego State.
Hemsley has taken Merrill out of the game other than the plays that he made off of a pass from a teammate. Merrill can't get his shot off one-on-one against Hemsley.
Mensah in the lane left it short, and climbing the ladder for that board is Justin Bean. Skip it across, yeah, Miller, baseline drive. Brock Miller strong, won't go. Stick back by Bean, he got blocked underneath. It's out of bounds, and it's going the other way.
Man, we are seeing some action. Brock Miller is normally a three-point shooter. They played him tightly, so he tried to get it inside, which is not his thing. First-year coach in your picture. Dutcher, second-year coach. Dutcher last year in his initial season brought his team to the NCAA tournament. They won the Mountain West Conference Championship tournament. Can Smith do the same thing this year? He's got a shot.
He's going to get a crack at Nevada over the weekend. And right now, they're among Jerry Palm's last four in terms of bracketology. In the lane, shot clock winding down. It won't fall for Jalen McDaniels. And here they come with Abel Porter.
McDaniels having a tough night so far.
He's one of the Mountain West best. Here's Merrill. Seiko defends. Deflected by Hemsley. Tracked down by Seiko. Into the hands of Bean. Shot clock at 8. And they're going to reset this. Under 8 in Logan. Utah State leading San Diego State by 7. Almonds. 20-13, 7:49 and a half. Saturday night, 8:30 Eastern. CBS Sports Network right back here in Logan, Utah. These Aggies face a tough test against the number 12 Nevada Wolfpack, and we touched on it already, Bob, that this is it's all right there for Utah State.
It really is, and it's shockingly so, and you have to admire the job that Coach Smith has done in 1 year, and this team really plays well together. The Wolfpack, they've been very, very good. Rated as high as number 6. You can see the difference in wins and losses. That becomes pretty obvious with most teams. And the road is a tough place for everybody, whether you're in the ACC or the Mountain West or the Pac-12 or the Big Ten Conference. And when you have the Martin twins and Jordan Caroline on your side, you're going to win most of the time. That guy was an assistant at Colorado State, so he knows the Mountain West some before having come here as the head coach. Their defense has been superb. San Diego State is 3 of 16 from the field so far.
Quinn Taylor backing down. Deflected Hemsley. Taylor couldn't get it back. They have hands all over the place at this end.
You got that right. And right here, you got solid foot position every single time by the Aggies.
Out of bounds is Devin Watson going the other way.
Aggie basketball.
That is a pained look on the face of Coach Dutcher right there. Longtime assistant to Steve Fisher, all those great San Diego State teams. He was involved in the recruitment and the coaching of all those great players. Minnesota graduate, of course, was at Michigan. With some of the great teams there as well.
Keita up underneath by McDaniels. And that is on Jalen McDaniels, who is off to a slow start. He's averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds over his last 16 straight double-figure games, but he goes to the bench and has yet to find any kind of momentum.
Yeah, and that's the reason that they're in the hole that they're in right now. I mean, they have tended to rely on him, and this has been a very, very tough start for Jalen.
So now it's Mensah going to body up underneath with Neemias Queta. And Brock Miller on the drive draws the whistle. And that one's on Matt Mitchell, his first.
14 foul. At the free throw line, Brock Miller. Miller, shooting 2.
He's a redshirt freshman from Sandy, Utah. First one is off.
7 of the Utah State players have been on Mormon missions, which last 2 years. Typically, I believe you go when you're 19 years old. He also has an autoimmune disease where he doesn't grow hair on his body. He discovered that when he was 10 years old. And his normal thing is three-point shooting. Watson has had a tough start as well.
Matt Mitchell for the Aztecs. Down by 7 here. Mitchell in the lane. Miller picks him up. Fall away won't go. Tracked down by Queta. Abel Porter wants to go. Instead kicks. Queta attacks down the lane. That's offensive.
Did he jump from the foul line?
May have.
Oh, I hope we have that. I'd like to see his takeoff point on this. Take a look. Now, he was closer in where the Mountain West logo is, but it looks spectacular. He's a defensive force in this league. There's no doubt about that. He affects the game.
Mitchell trying to find a rope. More good defense at this end.
Replacing Matt Mitchell.
Mitchell will rest. 5 San Diego State turnovers, 3 for the Aggies. Miller off the curl. Merrill, I should say, off the curl, and he gets fouled on the jump shot by Hemsley.
That's the first time he has gotten clear from Hemsley to try to take a jumper. Hemsley's a senior, he's been around a long time, 1,300 career points. This guy does not miss from the free throw line. 90% on the year for Mr. Merrill from 15 feet away and nobody guarding him.
You know, he had that 32-point game against Boise State last time out.
Yeah.
He was 9 of 9 at the stripe, 5 of 11 at the arc, 9 of 19 overall. He's just, and you mentioned earlier, at 35, the first time these two teams squared off. Here's Hemsley, and now Devin Watson. Shook the defender. Didn't have a shot, turns it over nearly. Shot clock at 7. Hemsley with it, and now down to 4. Tough shot off the window, won't fall. Weak side board. Mensah back up, no. Tap wouldn't fall. A rope gets fouled by Queta.
Oh, baby! The people here in Logan don't like that call. He was 73 shot blocks so far. Let's watch it. He influences that miss. Right here, see if he goes straight up. He got him on the arm. Nice call.
That is 3 fouls on Queta.
Ooh, that's big. And you know, San Diego State doesn't take a lot of threes, so they're taking the ball to the basket and they're challenging him. Him going to the bench is extremely important. 3 fouls.
Yep, 22-13 lead, but he's going to be on the bench.
So not only does he have to sit the rest of this half, but the start of the second half too, maybe, huh? Shackle number 20 is the best outside shooter for San Diego State. They need to get him the ball.
They are now 3 of 19 from the field, the Aztecs are. Meantime, 9 of 18 for the Aggies at this end. Bean left it off for Taylor. Open 3, Brito, got it! Loose underneath, out of bounds. It'll stay at this end, 16 to shoot.
Both coaches have gone deep into their benches in this game. They know the game's intense. They know fatigue becomes a factor in the second half, and that's why we're seeing so many guys in the first half. It has hurt the Aztecs' offensive flow.
Shot clock at 8 for Devin Watson. Ooh, from way out. It's off and tracked down by Porter.
That's called a frustration 3, my friend.
Wow.
That was from downtown Logan.
Merrill is so patient at this end, not forcing anything.
Nope. He takes what the defense gives.
Bean dropped it down, but Taylor got blocked. Kept it alive, 8 to shoot for Porter. Abel Porter with 5, rifles it in, loose, and taken away by the Aztecs. San Diego State has missed their last 6, and this one finally goes down from Devin Watson.
That is an 8 on the degree of difficulty scale with that shot. I thought he was going to travel or kick it out of bounds. That was a great play.
Taylor went strong, couldn't convert the dunk though. Bean got the board, Merrill on a 3, and it's short.
Man, we are seeing some action around the goal in this game.
25-15, 3:20 left. Watson kicked it. Or rather, it was kicked by Utah State. Will stay at this end. 3:18 in the first half.
Brito, the 3 from Lisbon, Portugal.
(25-15). San Diego State just 4 for 21 from the field. They got to generate some offense here. And it's time now for our player profile. Brought to you by State Farm, and it's the Mountain West Conference Player of the Week, Devin Watson.
Well, Devin Watson is having a great year. He's averaging 16 and 4 assists, but he's 1 for 6 so far in this game. He's had 11 consecutive games with 13-plus points, so he is having a terrific year. But I think what's happening in this game, Brent, is the crowd is a gigantic factor in this game. San Diego State has not played well on the road, and this building is electrifying. It is fueling the defensive effort of the guys in the white jerseys, and they are playing with great passion like they have Nevada in their sights. They want a regular season championship.
Consider, Bob, Devin Watson, you mentioned 1 for 6. Jalen McDaniels, who's making a bid to be Mountain West Player of the Year, he's 0 for 3, no points. They got to find something here. Shackle. Got it.
That's the guy. Several minutes ago I told you he's the shooter. They need to get him the ball off of screens. By far the best shooter on this team. He's one of those guys, 44% from 3.
25-18, under 3 to play in the half. Taylor, and now Merrill pulls it. In and out, Shackle the rebound.
They got 2-on-2 right here.
To Devin Watson. Watson splitting defenders, tough shot though, and Abel Porter looking for numbers this way. Porter 3. It's off. Brito the offensive board, and now Porter's going to pump the brakes. Brito step back 3. Way off. Taylor trying to save it. It's out to the Aztecs.
We're seeing some heavy legs right now on both teams. The effort for Craig Smith's team has been unbelievably strong. And now they're taking some ill-advised shots. Fatigue makes your brain not work so good. Watson cannot shake people even though he's quick.
Shackle again. This one's too strong, and Porter clears it again. Boy, they get some heady plays, and Abel Porter's one of them. Porter, quick to the rim, pinned against the glass, but this stick back by Taylor.
Narain is angry at his teammate. He made a great block, and someone did not block out, and they got an easy 2.
.127.5. Off the mark from Nolan Narain.
Watson just ran past us, and I'm telling you, he is tired.
Merrill is off the mark, and a foul on the rebound. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Jamie Erdahl, Brendan Haywood, Richard Jefferson, and Gary Parrish standing by in our New York studio. Get you up to speed on all of tonight's college basketball action. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half. 1:15 here, a 9-point game. Taylor got free inside, and the reverse layup goes down.
He understands angles, doesn't he? This is game number 123 for Taylor. He knows what it's like to play in the lane.
(29-18) here in Logan.
You think they're going to bring all those people to the Mountain West tournament in Las Vegas at the Thomas and Mack?
There's going to be a few of them there, I promise
If
you.
they do, they're going to win.
Final minute of the half. Utah State by 11. Mitchell goes around Miller. Scoop shot, yes, and the foul.
That's the best quality shot they've had in a long, long time. Mitchell started the game with a 3, and right here, since the shot blocker is not in the game, they can go in there. If Keita was still in, that would have been a rejection, or at least a challenge.
With just under 6 left in the half, Keita went to the bench with his 3rd foul.
That is very, very big, and San Diego State has not taken advantage of it.
Sam Merrill, quick release, short. Rebound from Mensah. 8-second difference, came and shot as we wind it down. Watson straight to the rim, couldn't finish, and ripped down by Taylor.
He's missed 3 or 4 of those in this game.
Brito, other way, end-to-end action as he draws the contact.
Number 11, Matt Mitchell. His second, 17 foul. At the free throw line.
Mitchell picks up his 2nd foul.
Shooting 2.
Rio gets the first. Jalen McDaniels is back in along with that man, Justin Bean. But McDaniels, again, averages 17 a game. He is 0 for 3, no points. They sat him for a little while, and we'll see what he gives them in the second half, really, is what we're looking at.
Yep. One offensive possession with him right here is what Coach Dutcher is looking for.
Shot clock off, 25 seconds. San Diego State down 10. And McDaniels back in with that man, Devin Watson. .12 seconds. Shackle with 10. And now Hemsley. McDaniels on a 3, short. Rebound, Aggies, 4 seconds, down to 3. Sam Merrill, in and out. Buzzer sounds. Halftime is here. Utah State leads by 10.
Utah State 31, San Diego State 21.
The building is winning. The building and the fans are energizing the home team in a very, very positive way.
31-21 as the Aztecs just 6 of 28 from the field. After the break, send you to Jamie and the gang in New York with AT&T at that. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.